1932, 1984, and 2028, soon Los Angeles will host the Olympics for a third time. But with all the excitement comes some logistical concerns. Is the city ready for the global spotlight? How will leaders tackle pressing issues like homelessness and the infrastructure? Our David Ono sat down with LA Mayor Karen Bass in Paris for a one-on-one interview to find out.
This is Napoleon's tomb, one of many iconic places here in Paris. And what's really unusual and unexpected is how quiet it is in Paris right now. Perhaps it has something to do with the high-speed rail attacks that took place earlier today, or maybe it's all the talk of road closures and security and restrictions. Either way, Parisians are staying away from this area even as opening ceremonies approach. And it makes you wonder what LA will be like 4 years from now. I sat down with LA Mayor Karen Bass here in Paris to talk to her about this massive undertaking for 2028. And we begin our conversation talking about LA's love for cars and our need to adapt.
I think the biggest challenge is going to be a car-free Olympics. We need 3,000 buses to come into town. 3,000 buses won't all be electric vehicles because we're going to have to borrow them from many, many cities. So that in and of itself is going to be a logistical nightmare.
So when people hear car-free, they're going to worry, does that mean I can't drive my car?
It does. It means that if you're going to go to one of the Olympic venues, you are going to take public transportation. That's what it means. And you know, for our city, where we're born with cars, it's going to be difficult.
And while Parisians are completely comfortable using their metro system, they use it every day, not so much for LA. Plus, ours is plagued with drug use and an uptick in violence. The mayor is well aware of that and says she's doing something about it, increasing police presence for one thing, but also equipping guardians with Narcan. And she says it's working.
Our ambassadors have saved 190 passengers. Now, I'm very happy that they did that, but I'm very sad that they even needed to, because that means 190 people were overdosing on the buses. And last year, in the first 6 months, we had 50 deaths. But in spite of all of that, metro ridership is almost up to pre-pandemic levels, and Metro's ridership has now achieved #2 status in the country in terms of the most used transit system. New York and Los Angeles, we even beat out Chicago. Safety always has to be #1.
I know the Olympics can give a community, a city, a lot of benefits.
Right.
What are the benefits that could be coming towards Southern California?
I want to make sure that when the international community comes to Los Angeles, that they see all of Los Angeles, not just the well-known tourist sites. I want people to know where Little Bangladesh is, Little Armenia, Ethiopia, Chinatown, our businesses, our small mom and pop restaurants, that they have a share in this as well.
Homelessness is an issue. You've heard all the talk in Los Angeles.
And you know that was the reason why I ran to be mayor, was to solve this problem. And we don't need to build a major stadium. We have all of the stadiums built. What we do need to build is housing so our people are not on the street. I don't want the world to see this from the nation's second largest city with an economy bigger than many countries, our city. And we want the world to see Los Angeles at its best.
4 years is not a long time to conquer these enormous problems as we lead up to our Olympics. But think of the positive. If we are successful, then the far-reaching benefits for Los Angeles will go far beyond 2028.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel, and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.